Kai, now could you explain just a little bit of the difference between ruminant and equine digestion? You mentioned earlier that horses are hindgut fermenter, and I believe ruminants would be cows and sheep, but if you could just give us a little brief explanation of the differences so that, you know, when people are thinking about their horses, they can kind of have a little bit better idea of what's going on in their body after they eat the hay.
Okay, so for ruminants, everybody might know that they have 4 stomachs, but interestingly, it's actually 2 compartments that goes and then spread into 4. So they actually don't have 4 stomachs. But the 4 compartments they have different roles, like absorbing water, and the ruminants, the most important one in the 4 compartments, because that's where they ferment their fiber and where the microbes live, and they produce something called volatile fatty acids like acetate, propionate, and butyrate that is used for energy in dairy cows. And what about horses? So horses are monogastric animals. That means they only have 1 true stomach. And like Daniel mentioned, they are hindgut fermenters. That means their fermentation chamber is actually not rumen, not at the front, it's actually at the back, at the cecum and column. They have an enlarged cecum and column to help them ferment. And then there are microbes living in there, and they also produce volatile fatty acids. That's the main side of fiber digestion. Remember, a lot of mammals, they actually don't have the enzymes to digest fiber. So that's why we need microbials or microbiome living in our system to help us digest and take the fibers apart.
You just explained to us, you know, the role of the cecum and the colon and how a horse has that elongated intestine. And one of the common problems that we see with that part of the horse's body with their digestion is known as colic. Could you explain a little bit what happens when a horse colics to the cecum and the intestine? Okay.
So just put a disclaimer on, I am not a veterinarian, and if your horse colic, please call your vet immediately. So let's talk about just general what type of colics are there, and the colics that can be impacted by hay, the most are impaction colic or gas colic. So gas colic is actually more related to the soluble carbohydrates. If they ferment it too fast, it can produce a lot of gas at one single time and cause gas colic. And impaction colic, a lot of people might have a myth that certain type of hay is gonna cause impaction colic. But no, that is not true. So erase that from your brain. The most important thing is the hay quality. So a lot of rough hay or straw, things like that, that has more prone to cause impaction colic because they are too stemmy. But it doesn't mean that this stemmy hay is from, let's say, oat hay. So oat hay is gonna cause impaction colic. No, it's not that. It's because the stemmy hay and the low quality hay that cause the impaction. And what I meant by impaction is the fecal balls aren't able to come out or aren't able to form firmly. They just have a bunch of undigested fiber like stuck in their cecum or column.